Card counting. You might imagine a casino heist, Rain Man, or someone being hauled off by security. But at its core, it's just a way to track whether the next hand favors you or the dealer. Blackjack is almost like flipping a coin, except the house rules give the casino a small edge, about 0.5% when playing perfectly. But depending on what cards have been played, there might be moments that favor the player over the house. All card counters do is keep track of these favorable moments in order to understand when they have a slight edge and can bet bigger. They aren't changing the game, they're changing how much they wager. Moreover, they don't need to memorize every card. They assign simple values to categories of cards and keep a running total. There are many card counting systems, Ace 5, Zen, Omega, even ones that sound like computer viruses. Each system weights cards differently, and more complex systems offer slightly higher theoretical edges, but require more math. For the sake of sanity and a 5-minute video, we'll focus on the high-low system because it is both common and easy to learn. In the high-low system, you give each card one of three values. Low cards, 2 through 6, are worth +1. Low cards help the dealer by letting them safely hit stiff hands. So, when a low card leaves the shoe, that's good for you. 7s, 8s, 9s are neutral and count as 0. They don't change the odds much, so you ignore them. 10s, face cards, and aces are worth -1. High cards benefit the player because they increase the chance of blackjack, improve doubling and splitting opportunities, and make the dealer bust more often. So, when a high card leaves the shoe, you subtract 1. You start your running count at 0 and adjust it as cards are dealt. See a 5, add 1. See a queen, subtract 1. See a 7, do nothing. The running count tells you how rich the remaining deck is in high cards. A high count means the deck is stacked with high cards that favor the player. A negative count means the deck is full of low cards that favor the dealer. Card counters aren't psychics, they just exploit these slight shifts. What do you do with this count? Well, contrary to Hollywood myths, you don't change how you play every hand. Though card counters sometimes do vary their play based on the count, most of the edge comes from varying their bet size. When the count is high, you bet more because the odds are slightly in your favor. When the count is low or negative, you bet the minimum or even sit out. Think of it like sizing your bets on that biased coin. You would wager more when it's more likely to land your way. To use the high-low system effectively, though, you need more than just adding and subtracting once. There are a few fundamentals. First up is basic strategy. Before even thinking about counting, you must first perfect basic blackjack strategy. Basic strategy minimizes the house edge by telling you when to hit, stand, split, or double. If you make mistakes here, you will give back more than counting will ever earn. Many free charts exist, memorizing them isn't glamorous, but it is necessary. Next up is deck estimation. The running count alone doesn't tell the whole story. A running count of +4 with 4 decks remaining isn't as good as a +4 with only 1 deck remaining. Balanced card counting systems therefore convert the running count into a true count by dividing the number of decks remaining. For example, a running count of +6 with 3 decks left yields a true count of +2. Estimating remaining decks takes practice, but it's needed to understand the true ratio of high cards to low cards. Lastly, we have bet sizing. Once you know the true count, you tie your bet size to it. The higher the true count, the more units you bet. Many players follow a bet ramp, where each true count increase corresponds to a bigger bet. The exact spread depends on risk tolerance, bankroll, and table limits, but the principle is simple. Larger advantage, larger bet. Smaller advantage, smaller bet. Putting it all together, card counting isn't about memorizing numbers, it's about combining these skills. You maintain a running count, convert it to a true count, play basic strategy, sometimes deviate from it when the count requires, and size your bets appropriately. It is a long-term edge, not a get-rich-quick scheme. Even skilled counters experience variance. Wins and losses can swing wildly before that small edge shows up over thousands of hands. None of these things are particularly difficult in isolation, but put all together, they can be very challenging. To learn and practice these skills, there are web-based drills and mobile apps that teach basic strategy, running counts, true count conversion, and even bet spreading. You can isolate each skill or play a game to see how they all come together. Advanced tools let serious players log results, plan casino trips, and calculate expected value. None of these guarantee profit, but they make it easier to practice and evaluate your play. With enough practice, anyone could become a profitable card counter.